In order to understand this video, you must read the blog that's associated with it.
Creation, 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 creation.
One of the most amazing crop designs is not a circle, but a rectangle that seems to be a direct response to a message sent out into space in 1974. The message was a radio signal depicting our planet's location in our solar system and Earth's people, in hopes that it might be received and interpreted by an extraterrestrial intelligence. 27 years later, in 2001, this crop design appeared in England, along with what could be a self-portrait of the sender. This message matches the format of the NASA signal and describes a different solar system from ours, a picture of the sender, non-human DNA, and a microwave antenna they apparently used to communicate, rather than the radio antenna that we used. The antenna symbol had appeared a year earlier in exactly the same field, right next to a working radio wave antenna, like the one NASA used to send out the original signal. NASA continues to officially deny extraterrestrial contact of any kind. And yet, year after year, these spectacular creations appear.
Figuras más espectaculares de los campos de trigo no apareció en Inglaterra, este año apareció en Italia. Una imagen de un círculo en poirino, en código binario, con un mensaje muy especial. Aquí le presento la información con Fernando Correa.
Durante el 2011, en Italia, se han reportado 12 formaciones del mismo tipo de las que aparecen en los cultivos de Inglaterra. Entre ellas destaca una figura majestuosa de perfección indudable que apareció en la región de Poirino el día 20 de junio del 2011. Obsérvela con detenimiento. Es un diseño geométrico de una estrella con 7 puntas que contiene un mensaje en código binario. Por medio del código ASCII, utilizado en el lenguaje binario de las computadoras, el mensaje de esta formación fue descifrado. Se encontró que se trata del nombre del dios de la sabiduría de los sumerios, acadios y babilonios, el dios creador y señor de la tierra que llamaron Ea Enki. Esta formación se relaciona directamente con la figura que apareció el año anterior en la misma región de Italia, en Poirino, donde el 13 de junio del 2010 se reportó la aparición de esta figura, también con forma de estrella de 7 puntas y también con un mensaje en código ASCII, que fue descifrado y en este caso contiene la fórmula más famosa del científico Albert Einstein. E igual a mc², es decir, la energía es igual a la masa por la velocidad de la luz al cuadrado. Ahora observe con toda atención esta comparación, y en las dos figuras aparecen mensajes codificados usando un lenguaje universal del código binario que emplea solo 2 números, el 0 y el 1. Hay que considerar que en el código ASCII, cuyas siglas en inglés significan Código Estadounidense Estándar para el Intercambio de Información, existen 95 caracteres numerados que son descritos con 8 bits de información. Es decir que, por ejemplo, los 8 bits 01, 00, 01, 01 equivalen a la letra E. Ahora veamos cómo se descifró el mensaje de la formación de Poirino del 20 de junio del 2011. Entre los picos de las estrellas aparecen filas de círculos llenos y vacíos. Un círculo lleno significa el número 0 y un círculo vacío significa el número 1. Iniciando por la fila de la extrema derecha encontramos la letra E. Luego la siguiente fila equivale a la letra A. Después se repite el patrón y equivale nuevamente a la letra E. Le sigue la letra N. Luego la letra K. Después la letra I. Y al final aparece un espacio. Así es como se puede leer en esta formación el nombre del dios creador Ea Enki, que de acuerdo a la leyenda épica de los acadios, la crónica de Atrahasis, Ea Enki es el creador de la humanidad, quien utilizó un homínido ya existente en la tierra y lo manipuló para hacerlo un nuevo hombre capaz de entender el deseo de los dioses. Ahora observe con atención cómo se descifró el mensaje de la formación de Poirino del 13 de junio del 2010. En este caso, adentro de cada una de las 7 puntas, existen círculos que contienen puntos distribuidos de tal forma que en el código decimal ASCII equivalen a una letra o carácter. Se puede leer a la izquierda el inicio del mensaje con la letra E, luego el signo igual, después la letra M, le sigue la letra C. Luego el símbolo que equivale a elevar a la potencia y al final el número 2 que significaría al cuadrado. Así se obtiene la ecuación más famosa de Albert Einstein. Se trata de 2 formaciones extraordinarias que nos hablan de mensajes muy importantes por la trascendencia y significado de la ecuación de Einstein y por el significado a investigar del creador de la humanidad llamado Ea Enki. Mensajes escritos con un lenguaje universal conocido como el código binario, el cual bien podría ser utilizado para comunicarse con otras inteligencias.
People know now that there is a cosmic frequency of 432 hertz that is encoded into the pyramids. This information was given to us a long time ago, but people haven't decoded it. What I can tell you is they can go through, just like a radio station, from low frequencies to high. You're going through, there's noise, then you tune into a station. And then there's more noise as you move away from it, and then there's another station. The same way, you go through this container of water and you put a waveform generator through it. You start with low frequencies and you just do a sweep to high frequencies. Well, you'll see at certain times perfect geometry is formed by nothing but vibration and frequency. Well, when you get to 432, there's a specific pattern that is created, and it's not random. Every single time you hit 432, this exact same pattern is produced, and it is the Inky crop circle.
The star Sirius is the brightest star in the night sky. Astronomers have calculated its distance from us at being 8.5 light years. It was noted only in very recent times, thanks to modern telescopes, that Sirius moves together with another star, much smaller than itself and invisible to the naked eye. Scientists call this two-star system Sirius A and Sirius B. The larger of these is Sirius A, which is the brightest star that can be seen with the naked eye. Its mass is 3 times that of the Sun, and it is 10 times brighter than it. Sirius B, on the other hand, is a white dwarf star. It cannot be seen with the naked eye. It possesses approximately the same mass as the Sun, although since its diameter is only 4 times that of the Earth, it is very much more dense. The stars in the Sirius system are heading towards our direction at thousands of kilometers an hour. The duration of the rising of Sirius on Earth's horizon is exactly the same as our solar year. In other words, 365 days and 6 hours. Because they had discovered this interesting common feature in the star Sirius and the solar system, the ancient Egyptians declared the day when Sirius first appeared on the horizon to be the first day of their calendar year. Because of such characteristics, the star Sirius became a focus of interest for a great many ancient civilizations. It was believed that this star possessed various powers, and some people even went to such excesses in their depravity as to worship it. The fact is, though, that it is God, the Lord of the worlds, who created the star Sirius and all the features it possesses, just as he did everything else. God refers to Sirius, known as Shi-Ra in Arabic, in verse 49 of Surat An-Najm of the Quran. It is he who is the Lord of Sirius. The Sirius double stars orbit in ellipses around one another. The orbital period of Sirius A and B about their common center of gravity is 49.9 years. This scientific data is today accepted with one accord by the Departments of Astronomy at Harvard, Ottawa, and Leicester universities. This information is reported as followed in various sources. Sirius, the brightest star, is actually a twin star. Its orbit lasts 49.9 years. As is known, the stars Sirius A and Sirius B orbit each other in a double bow every 49.9 years. The point requiring attention here is the double, bow-shaped orbit of the two stars around one another. We've seen that the star Sirius is referred to in Surat An-Najm, verse 49. We also encounter a very wise analogy in verse 9 of the same surah. He was 2 bow lengths away, or even closer. As we have seen this far, the star Sirius is referred to in verse 49 of the surah, and verse 9 of the same surah contains the expression 2 bow lengths to refer to the two stars' orbits. When we combine the numbers of these two verses, in other words 49 and 9, we obtain the number 49.9, the duration in years of these stars' orbits. Here we are faced with a mathematical miracle of the Quran. Given the technological means available 1400 years ago, it was of course impossible for people living then to know that the star Sirius, one of which is too small to be seen with the naked eye, was actually a 2-star system, that both these stars' orbits were in the form of a bow, and that those orbits lasted for 49.9 years. Scientists only came by that information towards the end of the 20th century. Yet our Almighty Lord, the Creator of everything from nothing, the absolute ruler, has miraculously revealed these facts in the Quran. And God knows best. This scientific fact that nobody could have known at the time of the revelation of the Quran once again proves that the Quran is the word of Almighty God.